If I have ADHD, how come no one in my family has been diagnosed with it before? And I kind of hinted a little bit at this in the last video, talking about how historically there have been jobs and professions where people needed to be active all the time, where people were constantly moving. And even now, there's still professions like this also. You know, you think about the ER doctors or ENTs or people who need to make split-second decisions quickly, sports players. So yeah, you may not have anyone from your parents or your grandparents, great-grandparents who had an ADHD diagnosis because it wasn't really being diagnosed consistently until the last 30, 25 years. And before that, a lot of people probably exhibited those symptoms, but they were looked at differently, or they found a use for them that was acceptable in society. Inventors.
Similarly, in the past, autistic people who were low support needs would have existed in societal positions where they could take advantage of regular routine or long periods of time spent by themselves studying something important. So for example, and I can't take credit for this example, I read it somewhere, but it was a really good one. John was a shepherd, and so he does a great job taking care of the sheep. He watches the sheep all day long, and he's out by himself, and maybe he's a little quirky and awkward socially, but he has a job that allows him to do well in that society. Or if you think about an autistic person would probably do really well in, say, a monastery or an abbey, where there's a routine that is inflexible just about, and very specific tasks that are done repeatedly, and a lot of time for quiet contemplation and being alone. And so it's not that these neurodivergent traits are becoming more common, it's that they're more obvious because society has changed so much, and we don't have places where people with these neurodivergent traits fit in the same way that they once did. We look at them differently as a society, and so it seems like we're getting more diagnoses, and we are, but it's not because there's more of them. It's because our diagnosis process has gotten way better, and because we don't have the same kinds of career paths and trades that they would have fit into previously.